Today we are going to do the second part of the lesson of food. Last lesson we did main nutrition group. I have taught you 5 main nutrition groups are there for us. Can you remember this? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are the 5 main nutrition groups? Let's see what are they. Carbohydrates, proteins, minerals, vitamins, fat and oils. Carbohydrates, proteins, minerals, vitamins, fat and oil. I hope you can remember all these 5 minerals. Now we know there are 5 main nutrition groups. Let's see our main meal. We are taking 3 main meals for the day. So that is breakfast, lunch and dinner. For these 3 main meals has to include with all these nutrition. At least 4 nutrition has to be there in our meal. Like then we can call it balanced meal. If there is all the nutrition in our meal, we can say it's a balanced meal. So every time we have to try to get a balanced meal for the day. We'll see what is the balanced meal. So first, for the balanced meal, we have to add carbohydrates. What are the food with carbohydrates? What are the foods with proteins? What are the foods with vitamins? What are the foods with minerals? So, for the balanced diet, it has to include all these 5. For proteins, we can add some meat, fish or chicken. Chicken, meat, fish, egg. And vitamins, you can get some vegetables and green leaves. And from the fruits also, you can get all the vitamins and minerals. And the main course should be a starter food, carbohydrate, which can be noodles, pastas, rice or anything. Next is, when we are preparing a meal, we can't just boil the meal and take. We have to add so many things there to make it tastier. To make the food tasty, we are adding some sort of things like, we call it spices. We use spices to make our food tastier. Main thing is spices make the food tasty. Then we can eat more food. So we'll find out few spices that we use, the main few spices. There are so many spices that we are using. From that, I selected few from that. Pepper, mustard, clove, cardamom, cumin, turmeric, chili. So, pepper, mustard, clove, cardamom, turmeric and chili. Those are the spices mainly we are using for our meal. With these spices, we can get a more tastier, a good aroma, means a good smell to our food. Then only we can have, we are getting more appetite to eat a good meal with, and we can satisfy with our meal. Otherwise, meal won't get satisfied, and we just eat something and we will eat half of it. If you put spices and make it more tastier, we can eat more. So with these spices, you have to make a balanced diet. So every time you must think about the balanced diet. Where from the small days, if you eat the balanced diet, if you have the balanced diet only, you will get all the nutrition. Otherwise, there will be so many issues for you. If you say no for the fruits every day, if you neglect fruits every day, what will happen? You won't get vitamins and minerals. What will happen if there is no vitamins and minerals? There, most of the, if you neglect your vitamins and minerals for many days, most of the time if you neglect these things, what happen? You will get so many issues with the skin, with your eyes, with your hair. You will lose your hair, you will lose your eyesight, you will get your skin will get damaged. So to control all these things, you need vitamins. So to get the vitamins, you need fruits. And the next is the carbohydrate. Carbohydrates also you need to grow to make your body to grow. It's to help grow. And the proteins also give energy to build up your body, to do your work. All these things, the proteins and vitamins. So vitamins also you are getting from the vegetables. If you say no for the vegetables, most of the time, if you say no for your vegetables, so you will lose your vitamins. If you say no for the meat, if you say no for the eggs, what will happen? You won't get your proteins. So what will happen? You will get, your body won't get proteins, so you don't have energy to work. So every day, when you're making food, it should be very careful. Your food should be very clean. First of all, we'll see how to make the clean food. First, food should be very clean, with washed well and cooked well. When you're eating also, it should be a fresh food. Spoiled food. Spoiled food. We must always eat fresh and clean food. It should be fresh. We can't leave food many days. We have to eat freshly. As soon as we cook, we have to eat freshly. And fruits even, we have to take a fresh fruits. Eating spoiled food, it is not good for our health. So if we cook and keep it many hours, many days, it is not fresh. It's starting to, after few hours, it's starting to getting spoiled. Even fruit, if we bring to our home and keep it many days, it's starting to change the color and getting different smell, then we know it is not a fresh fruit. When we cook the food, if you cook in the morning, when it's getting evening few hours, like in the evening time, food it's changing. So we have to make a fresh food. Every time we have to use the fresh food. So then only we can keep our health, very good health, with the fresh food. And how to identify spoiled food? How to identify spoiled food? When food is spoiled, how to identify this? Mainly, first thing, When we are getting closer, even, we can identify the food by bad odor. Bad odor. Bad odor means it gives a bad smell. That food, from the food, before we get closer even, we can get a bad smell from that. From that we know, this food is not good to eat, because we know the previous smell is nice, good aroma is coming from the food when after we cook, when we bring the fruits or anything. But if it is not good, we can get the smell is not good. Then that is the first thing we can identify. This is not a good thing to eat. Second is color is changed. Second is color is changed. When we see it, it's not the colors, not a good colors to see. It's changed. It's not a, when we see a bread, the color has gone. When it's cooked uneven, the color has gone and it changed to different color. If the food is changed to different color, it means the food is not to eat. Next is taste is different. Now next is when we taking the food, now we didn't get a much smell, or now we didn't get much color also, but when we are eating it, taste is different. This is not the previous taste. No, that means food is not good to eat. It's not suitable for the body. So at once we have to stop it. If the taste has changed, we have to stop it. Next is fungus can be seen on food. Fungus. You can see here, this is normal bread. This is the bread with fungus. Fungus, it can be different color. Sometimes it's building up with a black color. Sometimes we can see it like a gray, green. It comes with yellow color. And red. Fungus, there are different colors. So if there is any color on the food, we can't eat. That means it's a fungus. Next is maggots or small insects can be seen. Maggots or small insects. Here you can see small insects here. When we keep a fruit few days, we can see a small insects are there or maggots. A white color small worm kind of a thing, we call it maggots. So these maggots is building up there. Or in the rice we can see small insects. In the grains, green gram and things, if we keep more days, we can see small insects are there. So that's not good. If we can see small insects, we can't use it because they're going inside these grains, they're going inside the food. So after that, it's not suitable to eat. And last is change in texture. Now, last is change in texture. What is the texture? The outlook of the food, the appearance, the shape and everything. If it is changed, this nice apple here, but apple has strained and the color has gone. And if there is you can see the leaf here. It's different. The texture is different. It has to be a green color, but it has gone. It's not suitable. And this apple, no, it has gone. Color and texture, everything is not there. So it's not suitable to eat. So when we're having our food, we have to be very careful. We have to be very concerned about the food to eat as fresh foods every time. Next, we'll see what happens. What happens if you eat spoiled food? What will happen if you eat spoiled food? You will get sick. Sometimes, in few hours, you will get sick. Sometimes next day, you will get sick. And sometimes, as soon as you eat, you will start to be sick. You will feel your body uncomfortable. We'll see what are the sicknesses, the common sicknesses if you eat spoiled food. Nauseous. Nausea means you don't feel to eat. Sometimes they are telling, oh, I ate this thing yesterday. Now I don't have any appetite. I can't eat it. I feel like every time, it's full, but can't put anything inside. No appetite. And you can't eat anything. Even what you like, even you don't feel to eat. Next is food poisoning or allergy. You will get food poisoning. Sometimes you will start to itching. The whole body start to itch. And sometimes your eyes, mouth and everything getting red color. So if there is anything like happen, it's allergy. We call it allergy. It's food poisoning. And vomiting. The next best thing is we start to vomit. What we eat, the spoiled thing, the body reject it and vomiting. We start to vomit, pushing it. We are putting everything out. And diarrhea. Last is diarrhea. So all these things are the symptoms to show that the food is not good that we have taken. So because of these things only, we have to be very careful with our food. So we'll see. Very important thing for children and adults too. When we are eating, we can't just eat. There are few rules. There are many rules, but for you all, I'll select a few rules, important rules to continue your life. When you're eating, you have to be very careful. You just don't think, oh, just eating, we have to put it inside, that's it. No. When we are eating, there are so many things we have to be concerned. When we are taking the food, when we are having food with others, even when we are having food alone, we have to follow these things. Our discipline, there should be a very good discipline when we are having food. We'll see what are the things that we have to follow when we are having the food. First thing is wash hands before and after eating. Wash hands before and after eating. This is a very important thing. We have to wash hands, not just put in water, no, we have to put soap and rub it well, rub our hands very well and wash it thoroughly. Before and after. Before eating also we have to wash your hand. After eating also we have to wash your hands well. We'll go to number 2. Take food at correct time. Take food at a correct time. So we are taking 3 main meals. There should be correct time for the meal. So breakfast we have to take soon as possible, because dinner and breakfast there's a big gap, long hours we are staying, so quickly, and as a first thing we have to finish our breakfast. That means a good meal. We have to get a good meal for the breakfast at the right time. Then At right time, we have to take our lunch. Not in the evening. No, lunch is like after 12, 1, that's the lunch time we have to take our lunch. And dinner, we have to get the dinner as soon as possible around 7. We can't stay till 10, 11. No, that's not a dinner time. We have to get it sooner and correct time. That is the correct time. You have to adjust your correct time every day for your 3 meals. Number 3, do not fill your mouth with too much of food. Do not fill your mouth with too much of food. When we are eating, we can't eat very little to the mouth. No, we can't eat. We can't have a full mouth. No, we have to eat. We have to put it to the mouth much it can. Some people, they are just taking a big pieces and filling to the mouth. It's really bad because half of the food is outside, because we can't close the mouth, then other people can see inside what we are eating, and it's not nice to see what's inside the mouth. So what we should do, we have to put the minimum amount, that means not a very little, that but you can put it to the mouth, not too much. And you have to chew it very well and slowly swallow it. Next is, don't open your mouth wider. When you're eating, when you put into your mouth, when you put into your food into the mouth, you can't make the mouth very wider. And when you're biting, you're chewing the things also, you can't open your mouth very wide. No, it's really ugly to see. It's not nice to see. We can't see it when other people can see us. It's really ugly. It's really it's not nice to see when we open the mouth too much. So we have to open mouth nicely and put it to the mouth and eat nicely. You have to be very careful when you're putting inside, when you're chewing it. You have to be very careful. You have to practice those things. Next is, do not walk while eating. The small children are doing this. It's really bad habit. When they are walking, when they are eating, they start to walk here and there. They start to do playing and eating. No, it's not. When you are eating, you have to sit and finish the meal and stand. You can't walk. You can't keep the plate on your hand and walk and eat. No. When you're eating your meal, when you're having your meal, you have to sit in some place, in proper place, and finish your meal and get up. Next, do not flip to other plates. Some people, what they do when they are eating, they are just looking into other people's plate. Oh, what is he eating? How much we have? How many things he has in their food? Is it more than me? No. You eat what you want. If you want, just don't put it, be it. If you want, you can share, but don't peep to other plates time to time and disturb the person. Next is, don't apply food around the mouth. Here you can see, when you are eating, you can't rub your food around the mouth. No, because it's happening because you're taking too much of food to your hand. It's really bad. You have to take a little amount and open your mouth and put careful inside the mouth. Then nothing will going to apply around your mouth. If it is accidentally, if you apply, just you have to take a serviette and wipe it off and start to eat. With that thing what is applied on your mouth, don't continue to eat. Advance if it is happening by accidentally, you have to advance, wipe it off, and then only start to continue the meal. Don't drop food to the table while eating. Now we know we have to sit somewhere to the table and eat. When you are eating, you can't drop around the plate. You can't drop anything to the table. If there is a table, if there is filthy happen, we have to pick it from the other hand. To pick the things, rice or bread or curry leaves or something if happen. If it is fallen to the table, what you should do, you have to pick it up. To pick it up, you can't use the hand what you have used to eat because everything had all the food is there on your right hand. Normally we are using the right hand. So you can't use the right hand to pick it from the table. Then there will be more food on the table. What you do, you have to use the left hand, you have to use the other hand and slowly pick it from the table and keep it around the table. Don't mix to your meal, don't mix it with your rice or anything. Keep it separately edge of the table. Don't walk while eating. Here, मत में एक मैं तो नहीं मात्र कर रहा है कराड़ को बोल दे तो आवाज़ दो मम्मी का
Teacher, slide থেকে বলে দিলা কেন?
Talk and walk mixed up.
ওই slide থেকে বলে দিলাম কেন?
Okay.
বলে দিলে পরে slide থেকে কখন দিলে বলে দিলাম কেন? ওকে তো मेरा आपका वाला नोट के लिया ना होते
हाँ
हाँ
Okay, now children, we'll see the. Okay, children, now we know about the balanced diet, what we should eat, all for our main 3 meals, how we can eat, and what are the good things to eat. So next we are going to start good eating habits. We are going to start good eating habits. This is very important thing for you all to keep it in your mind, because when we are eating alone or when we are eating with other people, when we are eating with our friends, this is very important. We can't eat as we want. There should be a discipline, there should be a way to eat, there should be a rules. So we have to follow these things, then only we all can enjoy the meal. If one person won't follow these things, it's not nice to other people to eat together. So we'll see what are the things that we have to follow. First is wash hands before and after eating. Wash hands is a very important thing. We learn about the cleanliness. So if we won't wash our hand, that's also infect us and we will get sick. So we have to wash hands very well, not just put water, no, we have to put soap and rub well. We have to wash our hands, rub it well with the soap and wash it well and start doing. After it also, we have to wash hands. Next is take food at correct time. We have to take our food at correct time. So what is this correct time? We'll say some people having their breakfast like 10 or 11 in the morning. Lunch 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the evening. Dinner is very late night. No, it's not. Correct time means our breakfast we should take very early. As a first thing, we have to take our breakfast in the day because the dinner and the breakfast there's a long gap. So we can't keep our stomach, empty stomach that much long. So we have to put our meal and fill the stomach. So this breakfast should be very important. Then you have to be very concerned what you are going to eat for breakfast. It should be healthy. And the lunch also, it should be at a correct time, like after 12, maximum 2 o'clock. You have to finish your lunch. 12, 1, 2. Around those time, this is time you have to finish your lunch. You have to take your lunch. And next one is dinner. Dinner also don't wait till very late night. You have to take the dinner around 7 o'clock and finish your dinner before. As soon as you go to bed, otherwise it's uncomfortable for you. So early you take your dinner, then your body is relaxing. It's good for your body. Now next is do not fill your mouth with too much of food. Do not fill your mouth with too much of food. Some people, they put over to the mouth. That means they can't close their mouth even. They are taking a lot of food inside. After that, they start to keep on chewing inside. So what happens when we keep inside, other people can see the food inside the mouth. Then it's really ugly to see when the food inside your mouth. It's really ugly to see. So what you have to do now to take little food to your mouth and close your mouth and eat nicely. Don't make fill. Just put the amount that your mouth can hold. Next is don't open your mouth wider. Don't open your mouth wider when you're putting your food into the mouth. Somehow taking a big piece, as example, a piece of bun. What is happening? Opening a big piece of meat. Opening wide to put whole thing. No, yeah, at least you have to break it and put it inside. Then only we have to close the mouth and chew it nicely and swallow a small part of the food. Do not talk while eating. When you're eating, you can't talk. I mean, you can have 1 or 2 words. It's okay. That is important thing. You have to talk and say. You have to express something. You have to say something at least. This food is tasty. But you can't continuously do this. Then what will happen? Your meal will be side. You will start talking. No. You can have 2 or 3 words while eating, but you can't continuously talk. Then your meals also getting delayed and other people also disturb. You are disturbing to other people. Because if you start to talk continuously, and people also can't have their meal. Because of this, you have to stop talking. Talk what you need. If you really need to say something, you have to say it and finish your meal. Next is do not peep to others' plates. We don't want to see what others are eating. You can share, but you can't just say what is he eating, how many things he has brought, what he has brought. Some are doing that, so you must not peep to others' food. You all can share, but stop. You have to enjoy your meal. Next is don't apply food around the mouth. Don't apply food around the mouth. You can see here how ugly it is when food is around the mouth. If it is happened accidentally when we are eating rice or anything, if it is sometimes it's happening. What you should do, you have to stop eating, wipe the thing what it has applied. You can feel if it is wiped, you can feel. At once you have to wipe it, and again then start eating. Don't keep any food around the mouth and continue to eat. Stop, wipe it, and then start to eat. Then next is don't drop food to the table while eating. Don't drop tray to the table. Then some are eating because of the fast, they are eating very fast, or they are putting lot of food to the small plate. For some reason what is happening, sometimes food is falling by accident, also sometimes happening. So we have to avoid this. We have to be very careful. But we are eating, and while we are eating, we have to slowly check around the table. Don't forget the table and eat. No. While we are eating, slowly look at the table whether anything has fallen. If there's anything has fallen, what you should do, you have to pick it up and keep it the edge of the plate. Next is, when you pick it in, when you're taking it, you can't use the right hand. Most of the people using right hand to eat. That's why I mentioned right hand. So, you can't use the hand which you have used to eat. Because if you use it, more food will be on the table. So, you have to keep the right hand with you. Don't touch with that. And use the left hand and pick your things from the table and keep slowly edge of the plate. Don't mix it with the what you are eating. If it is rice, don't take it and mix with your food. No, keep it aside. Don't mix it again and continue your meal. Next is don't walk while eating. Especially the small kids are doing this. While they are eating, what you do, they walk around, walking and eating, or they are asking their mother to feed them, and what they do, they used to walk all over and come back to next. No, you can't do it. When you're eating, what you should do, sit and finish it, and after finish only you have to stand and go there. So this is walking and eating. While eating, you call walking is a very bad thing. It's disturbing other people also. If someone is eating with you, it's disturbing them also. So you have to join with others and sit with others and enjoy your meal. And next is, the last one is, wash your cup and plate after eating. This is a very good habit to learn from the small days. You have to wash your cup and plate. What you use. Sometimes you can't wash it properly. Never mind. You wash it and keep as much you can. Then your mother will complete it again, and she will wash it well. But as a help of your mother, you can wash it and keep it aside. And your plate and your cup also. Because after you use the cup, you can't use it again without washing. So that's belong to you, you use it. So you wash it and keep it aside. Then it's helping for others also. So children, that's the end of our lesson of our food. So I hope you have got this is a very important lesson for your life, for your health. So you have to watch this and write your note and memorize these important things to your life. So God bless you all.